Two really important things for me that I'd like to share. One is on the last day in the trip on Friday in Bucharest, we went to the church of Saint George the New, which is like right in the middle of the city. It's crazy too in Bucharest. You get all these like new buildings. It's like kind of like New York City, but then like in the middle of it, you have like a church that's like hundreds of years old. Like just you're walking around and you turn your head, it's like, oh, there's a piece of history right there. And you walk into the churches, there's like so many people, like any given time of day. And so anyway, inside this church, we venerated the relics of a bunch of different saints, but this one had the relics of Saint Nicholas, his right hand. So Saint Nick himself.
The hand that blessed, that did so many miracles,
yeah,
which God worked.
Yeah.
We were able to venerate.
Yeah. And you go up to it, and when I went up, it smelled of myrrh, like, and it was, and that had never happened to me before. And like, I tried, my first instinct, being brought up here, and being a convert from Protestantism, and a skeptical one at that, was like, there's gotta be something, like,
today, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it ties into your homily pretty well. But yeah, I was like, there's got to be some incense like outside of this thing, and I looked a little bit, and there was none. And like, if there was a piece, like if they hid something underneath his hand or like in the thing itself, you couldn't smell that through the glass, right? And so, just practically like
Two Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah, but if you like try, the logic undoes itself. And so it's like you can only conclude that this has to be a miracle. This has to be a miraculous thing. And so that was mind blowing, because that had never happened to me before, and so it really concretized the faith for me, which I very much need. And then that's one thing. The other thing was the sheer the artistic diversity in all the churches, because we spent the first few days in the countryside in a place called Valia Screzi, in the Pro Vita orphanage there, and they had two churches on the hilltops. There's like one, well, I'm not pointing to anything, I was going to point to them, but there's, and so you walk up to, sorry, I'm really tired. You walk up to them, and it's like, the iconography inside the walls is like, it's beautiful. The iconostases are like hand carved and everything out of wood. And it's like, it's so different from all the churches in America